The secret of abundance, day 6. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness. Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Many Christians have a theology brimming with trust, but a heart full of suspicion. One morning I was showing a group of men how to use a prayer journal. I had my own journal open up on the table in front of me, and I turned the pages to show the men the prayers I had marked off and answered. There were hundreds of them. A big guy across the table leaned over, grabbed the journal, and peered at it in disbelief. "You don't tell me that you're supposed to pray for things you want," he almost yelled. "That is what I'm telling you," I said. "Why would God want you to pray for what you don't want? Think of something you really want. God will answer. He'll either say yes or he'll say no. If it's wrong or harmful for you, he'll say no. Or if he wants to give you an opportunity to learn something important, he might give it to you anyway. But he'll be delighted that you trusted him enough to ask. I encourage you to bring all your requests, spiritual, emotional, and material to God in prayer. Count on the proven fact that your Father's nature is to be faithful and generous, always seeking your best. He wants to give you the desires of your heart. With this kind of Father, you can't be too candid or specific. He won't shield you on or turn away. Great asking always starts here, with genuine trust. After all, you would ask your best friend, not the neighborhood bully, for help. You're convinced of your friend's motive and affections for you. You have established a reason to believe that only good will come from your request. Once trust takes root in your heart, you are ready to take the next bold step into the blessed life. I think of it as Jabez's secret of plenty. Plead with him to grant you what he wants to give you. You are like a daughter who kneels before her father, hands open and waiting. When her father asks her what she wants, her reply is simply, "I've been thinking," she says, a little hastily. "I want lots of things, but what I want most of all is what you really want to give me." If just the thought of such a bold and open-ended request makes you quake, I understand. Amazing things will happen when you pray like that. But if you fear that God will loose on your head just the kind of miserable life you dread, look again at your friend. Take measure of his character and his love for you. Remember his record of loyalty to you. Let go of all your unfolded suspicions and tremble instead, because the supernatural life of fulfillment and influence you've been looking for, it's about to unfold. The secret of true abundance is want what God wants. The secret of true abundance is for you to want what God wants. I encourage you to repeat the secret to yourself throughout your day. Let its truth rearrange your priorities and change the way you think. From my own experience and that of many others, I know what will happen as you move forward in this part of the Jabez adventure. God will prove himself to you so much that your trust in him will grow by leaps and bounds. Your desires will be increasingly in line with his will, and you will identify more and more with his values, his wonderful purpose for you and his world. And one day you will look at your life in happy disbelief. You will realize that along the way you developed a habit of abundance. Why? Because his power to bless you and to bless others through you was unleashed and unhidden in your life. My Jabez journal. The secret of the true abundance in my life is to want what God wants. What are the 2 or 3 wonderful things God wants for me? Okay, your thought. The purpose of all prayer is to find God's will and make that will our prayer. Catherine Marshall. Okay. Remember to say your Jabez prayer. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, so I may not cause pain. So God granted her what she requested.